Hey there, Tracy Noriega, and we're talking about values. We're on value number 2, and that is, let's see if you can guess, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. All right, I'm not a singer, but I am a lover. And when I identified love as one of my values, I was like, okay, well, that's great personally speaking, right? That's kind of a no-brainer. Well, I guess not everybody would say that that's one of their top values, but for me it is. And again, goes back to those voids and violations, right? I want people to feel love. There were family members that I had where I really didn't feel that from them, and it was something I was always trying to aspire to get and think, what am I not doing? All that I'm not enough or I'm not good enough, that I didn't get love. So for me, it's a really important thing to make sure that people feel that, because I've also lived the other side of it when you don't get that and you start to put a guard up, when you try to protect yourself from being hurt, from being violated, from being disappointed, let down, right? And it's totally understandable. But guess what? When you have all that up, you can't let the love in. And the other part of it is you can't let the love out, all right? Because it's just, like this one little gate that you allow it to go out and then come back in and close it up. And therefore, that's where my value of love really comes from. The work I do, whether it's the one-on-one work, the group work, or even here speaking with you and messaging to you, uh, is about love, is about making love choices, choices for you to have more love in your life, to feel the love that you already are, that is all around you, and to give and receive it more freely than you already are. Okay? That also being said, where else does love show up? Well, it's in the love that you have for the things that you do, for the people around you, for your environment, even, right? So showing love in that aspect, and the passion you may have for activities that you do. I really love being in nature. Not only do I love nature, if you can't guess, I love being in nature. And so, helping people to identify those things that they love, because when you find those activities and those things that feed your soul in your heart, it brings the feeling of love. You get more of that rush, right? Okay. And all of us could use a lot more love, especially today with everything going on, this pandemic, the politics, the economy, uh, racial strife. I mean, whatever you want to put down on your list of, it's all fear. And, yeah, I know fear gets headlines, fear gets people talking and getting all it, but it's not really where people want to be, right? But it's a great way to control people, and it's a great way to keep them down, is to get them with fear. But the number one antidote, the best vaccine to fear, is love. And so, therefore, it's fostering those things that give you that energy. Because when you look at an energy scale, and there is one that I think it's called the Hawkins scale, and it has all of your emotions and what kind of energy vibration it's at, like all that stuff of you know, guilt and shame and hate and everything, all the way down at the bottom. Love is all the way at 500, love and above, so it's like love and joy and bliss and enlightenment, and just this woo feeling, right? And that's where you want to be. That's where you want to be operating, is at that love and above. But to get there, you got to do things that give you that energy, give you that vibration, give you that flow. And so that in my work is what I really aim to do, is to not only infuse my work with love, but to help people to unblock themselves, to make the choices that get them to experience more love within themselves and with the people around them. Okay. And most of those blocks happen right here between your ears. Okay. And all the love that you're going to feel comes from right here in your heart and your soul. So that is one of my hugest values. And I know the difference it's made for me in my life to actually feel that, because I have lived on the other side of it, and it's not such a great place. And if you're there, you know what I'm talking about. And if you'd like to get to the next place, well, then continue listening. And you know what? Message me. Let's do some work together and get you out of that space and into more love. Okay? Well, that's it for this one, and we're going to move on to number 3. Join me there. Cheers.